So I recently got my hands on a new UI UX project, and in this video I'm going to walk you through the entire process of designing it from scratch. The project was for an Ayurveda healthcare platform operating in Sofia with seasonal detox retreats in Bansko. When I received the brief, the core issue was clear. The clinic had strong traffic coming in through SEO and paid campaigns, but the engagement was low, bounce rates were high, and bookings weren't converting the way they should. The website had grown into a 200 plus page system over time with complex navigation and inconsistent UI patterns. So this wasn't a marketing problem, it was a structure and experience problem. Most people would jump straight into visuals, change the colors, upgrade the typography, and make it look modern. But when you look at the original interface, you realize the issue runs deeper than aesthetics. It wasn't just how it looked, it was how it worked. Before redesigning anything, I always audit the entire system because you can't fix something you don't fully understand. An audit isn't about looking at screen, it's about diagnosing how the product actually works. You're trying to see where the friction exists, which flows are broken or redundant, how users are really moving through the experience, and more importantly, where conversions might be leaking. For this project, the first thing I did was map the entire platform. I went through the home page, the services page, the blog content, the booking process, and how the system handled location differentiation. And once I started mapping everything, patterns became obvious. Users landing from blog articles had no clear path toward booking, service pages were buried under layers of navigation, and the booking experience was just one long, unstructured form. There were no progress indicators, no breakdown of steps, no reassurance. I went through Mobbin and Cosmos not to copy anything but to study patterns. I wanted to understand how strong product teams structure booking experiences, how they build scalable design systems, and how they visually elevate service-based platforms without overwhelming the user. From everything I looked at, I shortlisted 3 references to share with the client. The first was Wise, mainly for its color theory and design system. The way it uses spacing, hierarchy, and controlled contrast creates clarity without any visual noise. The second was Airbnb, specifically the booking flow. The step-by-step structure with clear progress indicators makes the whole experience feel predictable and reassuring. And the third was Revolut for its modular components and structured flow logic. Reusable but cohesive, which is exactly what a scalable system needs to feel like. The goal wasn't to replicate any of these, it was to understand what makes them work and bring that thinking into the Ayurveda platform. Information architecture is essentially how a product thinks. It defines how pages connect, how navigation behaves, and how content supports decisions. Because users don't experience a website page by page, they scan, they jump around, they look for what feels relevant in the moment. And if the structure doesn't make sense within the first few seconds, they leave. Good information architecture reduces cognitive load by making navigation predictable and decisions easier. It makes the next step obvious without forcing it. In this case, that meant simplifying the global navigation, creating cleaner therapy categories, and separating educational content from conversion-focused pathways so users weren't overwhelmed by the mixed intent. I also introduced consistent get a consultation entry points across the system, so no matter where users entered from, the action was always visible. One of the biggest structural changes was implementing proper location switching between Sofia and Bansko, so users always knew exactly where they were booking and which services applied to that clinic. And finally, I connected blog content directly to relevant services. Instead of users reading and leaving, the structure now gently guides them towards action. Architecture is set, now it was time to design. Personally, I rarely wireframe when the vision is already clear. The direction for this project was set early, so I went straight into high fidelity. The visual direction was intentionally calm, nature inspired, grounded in Ayurvedic philosophy, strong greens for stability, softer typography for warmth, clear contrast on every primary action, and everything was designed mobile first because 80% of the users are coming in from their phone. Unlike the original system, every screen now belongs to the same design language, nothing feels out of place, and nothing feels bolted on. The biggest transformation happened in the booking experience. The original flow was one long, overwhelming form, everything at once. I redesigned it into a 5-step progressive flow. First, select a method, add personal details, then choose a time, confirm the booking, and finally a reminder. Each step is focused, intentional, and visually guided. Beyond consultations, I also designed a gifting flow. Users can purchase vouchers, customize amounts, add recipient details, and complete payment all within the same structured multi-step system. It extends the platform beyond bookings while keeping the entire experience consistent. That's the full process: audit, references, architecture, and then the actual design. If you want to see the full case study, I've linked it below. And if you're a designer working on service-based platforms, drop your questions in the comments and I'll be happy to go deeper on any part of this. Let me say something quickly as a designer. What makes projects strong isn't just how they look, it's the thinking behind them. If you study products like Apple, Wise, Duolingo, Linear, you will notice something. The interfaces feel simple, but the systems are deeply structured. Nothing is random, every pattern is intentional, and every component serves the system. If you want to become a stronger designer, start thinking in systems, not just screens. Audit before you design, structure before you style, and build the patterns that actually scale. And honestly, start incorporating AI into your workflows. Use it to speed up research, generate structural variations, stress test flows. AI won't replace designers, but designers who use AI strategically will move faster, think clearer, and ship better systems. In the next video, I'll break down exactly how I am using AI inside my workflow to design faster without sacrificing quality. So yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and see you guys in the next one.